Hello my dear friends, my name is Nico and I welcome you to a new series on my channel called Easy Manifesting, and it will be available every Sunday. In this series we will chat about how to manifest our desires in an easy manner. And because it's the first episode, I want to start the conversation by sharing with you my first successful manifestation. You see, when I was 19 or 20, something like that, I had some family drama happening due to lack of money. There were fights happening because of that. And because of all these everyday fights that were happening most of the time in my parents' house, I decided I wanted to leave. But where? And I was also unemployed. I started to go to various interviews at different companies, but because I had no previous experience, they didn't want to hire me. I was just super down because all I got from these companies as a response was, yes, you did well in the interview, but we are looking for someone with at least 3 years experience. To comfort myself, I always used to read on the internet stories about ghosts, the paranormal, magic, and so forth, as it was always a subject that I was interested in. And one day, on a forum I think, or I don't know what webpage, I've read the story of a guy who was in deep trouble and had a lot of problems just like myself. And as a last solution, he used a Ouija board to ask for advice. And he asked the Ouija board what he can do to get out of that situation. To his surprise, the Ouija board responded the name Napoleon Hill. He didn't understand at first, but later on he found the book Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill and understood what the Ouija board actually meant to say to him. It is weird, but that's how I found out about Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich. So at the time, I had no money of my own, but thank God I had internet. So I found on the internet a PDF of Think and Grow Rich. I downloaded it, read it, and I was shook. Think and Grow Rich contained information that shook my belief system, what my parents and teachers told me, and I decided that I have nothing to lose if I just try to apply those principles, although at that time there were many things in that book that I didn't understood as I do now. In the book Think and Grow Rich, there is a self-confidence formula. So I decided to write down that formula to repeat it to myself to build up my confidence. And I also imagine myself how I receive a phone call from somebody who informs me that I got a job. So I persisted in my imaginal act and spoke that confidence formula until one day, out of the blue, an old friend with whom I didn't speak for a while called me and we chatted a little bit. Long story short, this old friend asked if he could give my CV to the HR of the company where he was working. And I said yes, of course. The HR called me, I went to the interview, and one day they called me and said that they know I have no experience, but they want to give me a chance as a junior in their company. I was beyond happy because with an income, I could move out of that negative environment in which I was. I could move somewhere where I could have some peace of mind. And that's how I manifested my first job. Obviously, the steps that I took were simple. I knew what I wanted. I wanted to become an employee. I affirmed that self-confidence formula every day to maintain a positive attitude. I imagined, this is step number 3, I imagined receiving a phone call from someone who informed me that I was hired. And number 4, when the opportunity came, I took it. So this is my first ever manifestation, conscious manifestation. What I am interested in is to know the story of your first manifestation. How did you obtain it? And what steps did you took? Leave me a comment down below. It will be so much fun for all of us to know your story. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe if you liked the video. See you next time. Bye bye.